We all want our voice to matter, to know that the people we elect into power, who make decisions on our behalf, act upon the issues that we care about. Now, we're becoming increasingly polarised. We're surrounded by misinformation, with the popular narrative dominated by divisive labels and distorted truths. Some of our politicians are not respecting our political institutions, their ministerial code of conduct, or their accountability to the people that employ them. Now I'm talking about us, the electorate. I'm not talking about corporations and party donors. We vote in local and national elections. We take part in surveys, focus groups, citizens' assemblies. We sign petitions. And if we feel like we're really not being heard, we take to the streets. Now our human rights unite us and recognise us all as equals. And we have a fundamental right to information. We have a right to take part in government with the freedom of association and assembly. And whilst the pandemic has temporarily restricted some of our freedoms, we now find ourselves in a position where our democratic right to protest could be at risk of being permanently inhibited. Now, more than ever, we need to make sure that people are aware of all the ways that they can use their voice effectively. So I'd like to propose that we cut through the misinformation, we take control of our political education, and collectively we improve the functions of our democracy. Let's create our own platform to bring together all of the information that we find useful into one place. Let's make it easier for people to understand our political processes, parties and devolved governments, to help people to be able to make informed decisions. Let's make it easier for people to be able to access all the ways they can have their say and take action on the issues that they care about. And let's work together to examine whether those methods of being heard are effective and where we need to make improvements. Some people are incredibly knowledgeable. Some people are now paying more of an interest in politics as a result of the EU referendum and some of the changes we've been going through because of the pandemic. And some people still find it difficult to relate the policy and legislation changes to the issues and challenges in their everyday life. It's very difficult for some to put that within the context of their experience. But we already act as a hive mind. We review and recommend things to each other all the time. We can inform and educate each other and help to channel some of the frustrations that we're feeling in positive and constructive ways. So who am I in all of this? Well, my name is Catherine Allen, and my background is youth and community education, helping to create projects and services for the past 20 years. Now, I'd like to put this idea forward as potentially an effective economical solution that we can control. I'd like to create e-democracy as a citizen-led cooperative with charitable purposes. Anyone eligible to vote in the UK will be able to become a member of the platform. Members of the platform will be able to vote in key decisions and be able to influence how our data is used. As this develops, any surplus funds beyond sustaining the platform and a small team will be able to go back into communities. So that's a little introduction to me and to the idea. Over the coming weeks, focus is going to be on building communities through social media and sharing information to support the Welsh and Scottish Parliament elections. There's also the Police and Crime Commissioner elections, and there are going to be local elections throughout the country. Now, I can bring a lot of experience to this situation, and many of the methods I'm going to be proposing are tried and tested techniques of developing and reviewing information, but it's about you and your ideas too, and how we can extend our activities into communities, make this fun and interesting, and amplify our democratic voice. So over the coming weeks, there are going to be a series of online meetings to start bringing people together. So if you'd like to find out more or would like to get involved, details are going to be posted on the eDemocracy Facebook and Twitter pages. Let's come together to make sure that everyone can have a voice in our democracy.